looking for a new Pro controller for your Nintendo Switch, but don't really want to get the normal Nintendo Switch controller? It's boring? If the answer is yes, check out my review of the NYXi Wireless Switch Pro Controller. Coming up next on Mumbles. Hi everyone, Mumbles here. Today I am back with another NYXi controller. This one is not a joypad, it is actually the equivalent of a Nintendo Pro controller. And one of my favorite features in any controller ever, RGB lights on it. Ooh baby, give me that RGB. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about this product coming up right now. So let's jump straight into that. First things first, guys, this controller basically is like a normal Nintendo Switch controller. It can do pretty much everything as far as motion and gyro, and it has vibration and all that good stuff that the normal Nintendo Switch Pro controller has. This one also has. So you can rest assured knowing that you can do pretty much everything that you can with a normal Nintendo Switch controller with this controller. But this thing also has a couple extra things built into it that Nintendo was like, we're not doing that. But NYXi was like, we got no problem, we'll do it. And they did. Let's talk about those features. First thing is first, this thing does have 3 different vibration modes. So if you're a person that, you like a little bit of vibration, but you don't like a lot, you can actually turn down the motor in this controller so you have less vibration on your hands. Nice feature that Nintendo doesn't have. Second feature that this thing has that Nintendo doesn't have is it does have a turbo button with adjustable adjustment settings. So you can have your turbo go faster or slower depending on what you want. And you can set that turbo button up to be used with any button on the controller. So let's say, you're playing a shooting game and the shoot button is A. You can set that turbo button to A, and when you press A, it will act like you're pressing that button multiple times, but you only have to press it once. Really cool. The final thing that this controller has that Nintendo was like, we're not doing that, is the RGB. This is probably the controller's biggest selling point, and the thing that drew my attention to this control was the RGB. Now, like the other NYXi control that I did review, this control does have the same number of lights and the same features, but in case you didn't watch that, this thing has 8 colors, including a rainbow mode, and also has 3 different lighting modes: palette, breathe, and rainbow breath. So you can use all those colors or set this thing up however you want. To use this thing, you simply press the turbo button along with the controller stick, and it will change the color along as you want it. So you can set to any color you want. And that pretty much sums up everything that there is to know about this controller. We do have one con, unfortunately, and this is a con that is prevalent in all third market products. So if this is something that's really important to you, the only thing you can do is go and buy an official Nintendo product to get around this, and that is the fact that this control does not have amiibo. So you can't put an amiibo on it. It won't register with Nintendo. Nintendo doesn't let other companies have that. So if you want that, you gotta go get the official Nintendo controller. No RGB for you. But if you don't care about that like Mumbles doesn't, it's not a problem. Now we come to the all-important score section, but before we get into that, I do have to ask, if this is your first time here, or if YouTube decided, hey, that guy's not worth watching, I've unsubscribed, please, please, please do smack that subscribe button. And also, if you don't mind, hit the like button. I know we can't see dislikes anymore, but likes still help the channel to grow. And thank you so much for the support. You guys are the reason this channel is awesome. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. On to my score section now, guys. We come to my all-important score section now, guys. What is this thing going to get on today's Mumbles video? I can say, first off, I've used both this controller and the normal Nintendo Switch controller, and there's no real difference. Other than the fact that this controller can't use amiibo, something I don't do anyways, there's no difference really. The control feels the same, the control plays the same, the sticks work the same, the buttons feel just as good on the normal Nintendo Switch controller as they do on this controller. So there's no real difference here. So you're getting basically the same controller with these added features that I talked about: the turbo, the rumble motor affection, and the colors. And I actually really like all of those things. Sometimes, I don't feel like, having all that vibration on my hands. Turn that down. Sometimes I like the colors. I just like how it looks. It draws people's eyes to it. It's something that's fancy. It feels fancy. It feels good. I really like this controller a lot. On today's episode of Mumbles, this control gets a 5 out of 5 on today's Mumbles review. This product is fantastic. I really like it. If you're interested in getting it, please do check the link in the description. I have posted one in the description. There's probably also a discount code there for you to use if you want to. And I'm not getting anything from it, but you guys can get a little bit of a discount. So if you're interested, please do use that. Anyways, guys, this has been my review of the NYXi Nintendo Switch control. I hope you guys all enjoyed this. Please smack the subscribe button, smack the like button, and smack all those buttons. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye, everyone. Take care.